This is not only a journey of self-discovery, but also a guide to Maud's inner peace and fortitude. Prepare for change so that you become stronger and clearer with each passing day. Don't miss this exciting journey. Join me in the first lesson on the journey to discover the power of calm and inner peace. Lesson number 1. Embrace impermanence and practice letting go. Imagine standing on the shore of the sea of life with the vast and ever-changing ocean before you. Never come. These images represent the essence of Stoic philosophy, an old philosophical school with profound ideas. The Stoics recognize the impermanence and constant change of everything in life. Ancient Stoic philosophers show us that life is like endless waves that constantly rise and fall. All the joys and sorrows, assets and losses may change over time. This means that we cannot fully control life and cannot avoid change. When you learn to let go, you truly free yourself from the limitations of control and possession. This is not just a lesson, but a strong decision to become someone who understands life and faces every challenge with courage. When you no longer have the tension of having to control every aspect of life, begin to merge with the natural flow of life. You realize that all changes are part of the journey, part of life, and when you face every challenge calmly and patiently, you show your strength. You are no longer caught in the useless race for control of everything. Instead, you know how to enjoy every moment without becoming too attached to it. Imagine facing the loss of your job in difficult economic times, but when you consider that there are many aspects to life beyond work, you wonder whether it's worth worrying too much about the loss of the workplace. You stop thinking that your life is not all about work. You have family, friends, hobbies, and other personal goals. These are all valuable and should not be overshadowed by work-related concerns. When you recognize the impermanence of life, you feel less pressure and can concentrate more calmly on solving your problem. Remember that life is a short journey by practicing change and letting go. You have the opportunity to experience each moment more fully and deeply. This will help you stop overthinking and find inner peace in the midst of an ever-changing life. Lesson number 2, create a worry period. In this world, we often feel burdened with unnecessary thoughts and useless worries. Therefore, creating a space for worry is a gateway to peace of mind in life. However, Stoic philosophy has taught us how to manage our minds and counter these thoughts. When you set aside a specific time on your day to face your worries, you not only set the stage for them to dissipate easily, but you also focus on control. According to Stoic philosophy, an effective way to prevent overthinking is to set aside a specific time on the day to deal with worries and negative thoughts. This can be applied to your daily life, and here are 4 ways you can do this. First, a time must be defined. Choose a regular time of day, such as every morning or before bed, to create space for worry. This will help you concentrate. Worry at a specific time and don't let it dominate your entire day. Secondly, there are concerns about the records. During this time, be sure to record your worrying thoughts. Write them on paper or use note-taking apps on your phone. This will help you clear your head and put those thoughts in a separate space. Third is verification and resolution. After objectively recording your worried thoughts, review them. Try to assess whether or not these concerns require immediate attention. If there are specific issues that can be resolved, you can plan to fix them later. The fourth is the end and liberation when the time of sorrow ends. Set a goal to clear your mind of these worries. Take a deep breath and focus on the present. Become aware of your presence. Are you someone who often worries about your finances? Looking at your account or thinking about your debts leaves you feeling stressed. In fact, This concern even crops up during relaxing moments with family on the weekend. However, to deal with this situation, you should learn to set a specific time to eliminate these concerns. Take time every evening to review your financial situation and solve problems later. You can enjoy time with your family without any worries. This will help you live a more harmonious and enjoyable life. Initiating a period of anxiety is a smart and effective strategy for applying Stoic philosophy to your daily life. Not only does this help you prevent excessive thinking, but it also has many other benefits. Control your mind, clear worries, and create a balance in life. Before we move on to step 3, let's dive into the story. Someone who was worried about an important presentation to a large audience. If he thought about it too much, he would feel stressed and anxious. However, when you apply an important principle, you realize that the worrying thoughts were not part of himself. Luke began to control her. He imagined himself speaking to these troubling thoughts and asked them to leave his mind. This helped Luke create distance and approach his presentation with more confidence. You have to wonder how Luke managed to confidently perform the presentation in front of a large audience, right? You will find the answer in the next step. Lesson number 3. Visualize your overthinking as an external force. Before the whirlwind of overthinking hits you, imagine that it is not a part of you. Rather, it is an external entity, a force that you can observe and identify. By doing this, you create a distance between yourself and these thoughts. You are no longer attracted to the vortex of negative thinking. Instead, you become the one in control. When you imagine confronting an external force, you also realize that you have the ability to defeat it. You can confront excessive thoughts and control them instead of letting them dominate your life. This means you have choice and control. In this process, you see yourself as a warrior facing an opponent. You know you have to use your knowledge and skills to win. This will make you more confident in dealing with too much thinking, and you won't feel overwhelmed. In addition, this technique helps to reduce pressure on yourself. Instead of judging yourself based on unnecessary thoughts, learn to look at those thoughts from a more objective perspective. You make smarter decisions about how you deal with it. Remember that life has many facets, and overthinking is only a small part of it. By imagining it as an external force, you can focus on the positive and interesting aspects of your life. Comment: I am ready to apply this principle, and you will experience a positive change in the way you deal with overthinking. Lesson number 4. Reflect on the transience of life. We are all warned that a temporary life is not worth living, and we often strive for stability and fulfillment. However, Stoic philosophy offers a completely opposite perspective. When we think about the transience of life, this may seem counterintuitive, but the fact is that when we consider the fleeting and transient nature of life, we can find richness and meaning in every moment. And Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have little time to live, but that we waste a lot." This reminder makes us aware that we often waste a lot of time on unnecessary thoughts and worrying about trivial things. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on what is important, live a meaningful life, and understand that everything is temporary. Furthermore, reflecting on the transience of life promotes a positive attitude. Instead of getting caught up in negativity or undeserving complications, we learn to see every experience as part of the journey. Every failure is a learning opportunity, and every success is a reason to be grateful. We learn to enjoy every moment and gain happiness from every way of life. Finally, contemplating the transience of life helps us gain a higher perspective. We realize that small and insignificant problems do not deserve undue concern. But don't get me wrong, it's not about turning your back on difficulties. It is the realization that life is too short to spend too much time and energy on trivial things. For example, you may be afraid of losing your job, but when you consider that there are many aspects to life that go beyond work, you ask yourself whether this worry is unnecessary. By recognizing the impermanence of life, we'll feel less pressure and focus on finding a calm solution to the problem. Life is a series of precious moments. Enjoying every moment is a way to express gratitude for this life. We learn to eliminate fears about the future by focusing on the present and practicing positive thinking. We realize that the fleeting nature of life can help us see life from a higher perspective, and that small and insignificant problems do not deprive us of happiness. Lesson number 5. Shift your perspective to gratitude. Imagine a world where we not only see the challenges and difficulties, but also appreciate the positive and valuable aspects of life. This is the power of gratitude. It is a skill that Stoic philosophy has passed down through the centuries. Today we have the opportunity to explore it and apply it to our daily lives. Gratitude is not just about counting what we have, but also about appreciating it and being grateful for it. We not only see the positive aspects, but also the beautiful sides of life. No matter how small it may be, it can bring about profound changes. To achieve this change, begin by cultivating gratitude in 3 ways. Start by making a gratitude list. Make a list of positive things in your life. Examples include health, family, friends, work, or anything that brings you happiness and meaning. When you feel pressured, look at this list and remind yourself of the valuable things. Second, understand that everything can be lost. Nothing is forever. Reflect on the impermanence of everything and appreciate the present moments. Examples include changes in work, relationships, and social interactions. This will help you avoid stress and fear of change. Third, daily gratitude exercise. Focus on daily gratitude every morning or evening. Take some time to think about what you are grateful for and express your gratitude. Examples of this are pleasant meetings, small successes, or exciting experiences. This creates a positive mood and helps you feel more satisfied. So when we learn to focus on gratitude, we lay the foundation for a happy and meaningful life. As Seneca once said, true happiness lies in enjoying the present without being anxiously dependent on the future. Let gratitude be your powerful guide to avoid overthinking and find joy in the present. And you? Have you practiced gratitude in your life? Share your story in the comments below. We can't wait to hear your story. We would like to express our gratitude and congratulations for reaching the halfway point of today's video. Your presence here shows that you are well prepared for this journey. Now focus your attention on the remaining 5 principles so as not to think too much as you continue to improve. Lesson number 6. Practice voluntary discomfort when it comes to discomfort. When it comes to discomfort, what do you think? Maybe it's these challenging moments when life brings gentle trials. However, in Stoic philosophy, discomfort is not something to be avoided, but rather an opportunity to develop a strong mind and strive for progress. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the important principle of willingly facing difficulties and inconveniences in daily life. This underlines the importance of voluntarily taking on the challenges and being prepared for challenging situations. The main goals of this principle are the development of mental strength. When you actively create difficult situations, you train your mind to handle greater challenges. This helps you develop resilience and patience so that you can better cope with difficult life and not accept failure so easily. Conscious adaptability. By willingly facing difficulties, you learn to accept and adapt to changes and uncertainties in life. You become more flexible and independent of ideal conditions. Furthermore, face excessive thoughts calmly and patiently. Exercising voluntary hardship may, for example, involve voluntarily limiting excessive consumption. participating in activities or sports that you dislike, or passively dealing with fears and anxiety. These voluntary actions not only help you develop mental strength, but also allow you to adapt and become more flexible in daily life. Practicing voluntary difficulties prepares you to face all aspects of life and to think much more effectively. As Marcus Aurelius once explained in his book, Meditate Sons, the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Life is not always smooth, but it is often full of challenges and difficulties. So are you ready to use this principle as a guide on your journey? Leave a comment, encourage me, and you can be stronger every day as you face life's challenges. Lesson number 7. Take control by refocusing your energy. Imagine a situation where you are driving on a mountain road with challenging curves. Your car continues up the mountain. Even if you checked the car before driving, you still feel uneasy. Feelings of tension begin to surround your mind. You can imagine that there could be an accident or that the car could break down in the middle of the mountain road. As you think about the possible anxiety-inducing consequences, you begin to ask yourself, have I prepared well enough for this? Can I handle the sudden emergency situation? These phrases show that you're in a state of emotional insecurity and worry when you find yourself in the web of overthinking. It means your mind is focused on things that are beyond your control. Stoic philosophers believe that we should only concern ourselves with what is within our control, known as the Stoic control circle. Anything outside of this circle should not be the focus of our attention or concern. To implement this Stoic principle, stop recognizing when you think or ruminate on issues that are beyond your control. Once identified, direct your thoughts and actions elsewhere. It may be dedicating yourself to tasks that align with your values, pursuing a hobby, or simply engaging in work that requires your concentration. By focusing your energy on what you can control, you not only break the cycle of overthinking, but you also regain a sense of agency in your life. This helps align your mindset towards actions that lead to personal growth and positive results. Remember that although you cannot control external situations, you can control how you react to them. This perspective, supported by Stoic philosophy, can be a powerful tool for overcoming overthinking and finding serenity and peace in the present moment. Lesson number 8. Seek wisdom from outside yourself. Are you always looking for wisdom within yourself? But there is a necessary change that Stoic philosophy always encourages us to make. That is, look for wisdom outside of ourselves. We often catch up on accumulated knowledge and choose to apply principles from books and personal thoughts. However, true wisdom is diverse. When we brought our horizons to bear, when we dared to think outside the box and learn from others. Seeking wisdom outside of ourselves is a significant action in our journey into Stoic philosophy. We can seek the wisdom of the great Stoic philosophers before us and learn from their books and lectures. But learning also comes from studying the experiences of others, of conversations with friends, to know and share with the people around us. I'll tell you a story about a friend of mine who successfully applied this lesson. This is Alex. Like many other young people who are exposed to professional and personal pressure, Alex decided to join a discussion group on Stoic philosophy and ask his close friend for wisdom. This is Emily, someone with a lot of experience in life management. By learning from others, Alex found a more effective way to deal with pressure and create balance in his life. This reflects Alex's insight and personal development in seeking wisdom outside of himself. Wisdom also arises from diversity. Sometimes understanding comes from opening our hearts and listening to the different perspectives of people with different cultures and religions. This is how we expand our horizons and discover new aspects of life. Remember that wisdom exists not only in books and common knowledge, but also in personal stories and experiences. It is an endless journey, seeking wisdom from outside. We have the opportunity to see information and grow every day. Lesson number 9. Focus on effort, not outcome. Life often presents us with many challenges and goals that we have to face every day. We make plans, we predict outcomes, and hope that everything turns out the way we want it to. However, we do not always follow our plans, and the results do not always meet our expectations. According to Stoic philosophy, worry and stress in life arise from our excessive focus on the end result. However, you must realize that you can control how you perform a task, but not the end result. Instead of worrying about the outcome, focus on how you do the work and the effort you put in. Focusing on effort can help reduce feelings of pressure and anxiety. You no longer have to worry about things that are out of your control, and this helps you develop a more relaxed mindset. If the results do not meet expectations, you can view this as a learning opportunity. The Stoic philosophy encourages viewing failures as part of the learning and development process. In addition, focusing on effort promotes effectiveness. You will do everything with a focused mind and not be distracted by worries about the outcome by concentrating on what you are doing. You can enjoy the present moment. For example, if you take part in a marathon, instead of worrying about the finishing position, focus on maintaining the effort and every step of the race. This will help you take the pressure off and enjoy the process more as you focus on the daily effort rather than the end result. You can learn and develop skills without stress. This principle helps you develop a pleasant mindset and enjoy every moment of life. Therefore, the principle of Stoic philosophy to focus on effort rather than results not only helps reduce stress, but also brings joy and meaning to every moment of life. This is an important aspect of life, a life worth living and understanding the true value of effort and the present moment. Lesson number 10. Break down overwhelming thoughts into actionable steps. Every day our minds can be filled with thoughts about big challenges and complex aspects of life. We always ask ourselves why we feel this way. And is there a way to stop overthinking? In the end, we will explore one of the most valuable principles of Stoic philosophy, breaking down overwhelming thoughts into practical steps. This is a powerful tool for dealing with overthinking and taking back control of our minds. When life presents overwhelming challenges, Stoic philosophy encourages you to break it down into manageable actions. Imagine you are facing a big work project full of pressure. You feel overwhelmed when you think about the entire process. To apply Stoic philosophy, you can follow these steps. Step 1. Identify the difficult task. Start by clearly identifying the task or project that is causing overwhelm in your mind. Gain a deeper understanding of the situation. Step 2. List all specific actions. Begin listing all the specific tasks required to complete the project. This may include research planning, data collection, communication with colleagues, and many other tasks. Step 3. Prioritize the actions and start with Step 1. Prioritize tasks in order of importance and decide to start with the first step, research and collection of basic information. Step 4. Focus on completing each step rather than worrying about all the tasks in front of you. Focus on optimization in the first step. Conduct research and collect information carefully. Step 5. Repeat this step for each additional task after you complete the steps. Use the same process for each subsequent step. Every step completed is a small achievement. You will feel more confident and reduce pressure by breaking a large project into specific steps and focusing on each step individually. Not only will you cope better with the pressure, but you'll also continually move toward the ultimate goal. This is how Stoic philosophy can be applied to everyday life, to help you tackle important challenges. Together we've explored 10 Stoic ways